I woke up in a hospital. My only possession was this stupid Garfield plushie. Day after day, the nurses would ask me the same questions. They'd say, "What year is it? Who's the president?" Ridiculous questions that I would never know the answer to. But nothing could compare to the frustration and fear I felt when they asked me.
Do you remember your name?
Every time I told them the same thing. I said, "Jordan. My name is Jordan." That was the name on the back of Garfield's tag. That's all I knew.
Okay, Jordan what?
And with that question, I became visibly upset. They learned pretty quickly not to ask me that. You know, I think I took this place for granted. Everything was so simple. It was all taken care of. The nurses were all nice, of course. But there was this one, Violet. She always offered me these god-awful rose-flavored mints.
Hey, honey, how are you feeling today?
As off-putting as they were, I couldn't tell her no. Yes, please. So, why rose-flavored?
You know, I remember I asked my mother that same question when I was young. I'll never forget what she said when she looked at me. Always the most beautiful women would use anything rose. So she deserved just as good a treatment as they got, even better. She sealed it with a wink.
Violet, what happened? I want to know. Why am I in here?
Well, honey, there was an accident on the highway. I don't know how to tell you this, sweetie. Someone passed in the accident. I'm sorry, I can't tell you more. That's all we know.
What do you mean? That's all you know?
I'm sorry, honey, we don't.
Nurse Violet, we're needed in another room.
But how do you not know? You're supposed to know.
Oh, honey, we don't.
We need to go, Violet.
Clyde, just wait. Honey, please. No, honey, we don't know. I'm sorry, just...
Let's go.
I was heavily sedated for a few days after that. The nurses slowed down on their visits. I only had one friend to share my experiences with. Fucking Garfield. You know, I tried to get better, but those days, they were bleak. Until one day, this lady, with the loudest jewelry you have ever heard, walks in. And it was like if you took all the shower hanger rings and like you wore them. Oh.
Hey there, pal.
In my mind, I was like, oh great, a therapist. What better time to relive all my trauma than when I don't have to own up to it, when I don't know that it happened. And I thought, maybe if I said the right thing, a new shiny bangle would appear.
Do you remember me?
She's kidding, right? Are you famous? Sorry, things have been rough in here recently. How do we know each other?
Well, honey, I'm Margot. I'm your sister.
I froze. Physically, at least. But there were so many things racing through my mind, so many things I wanted to ask her. Like, do I have other siblings? How did our family get along? What the hell happened on that highway? And I was so caught up in my own thoughts that I failed to notice Clyde had come in. He was doing his daily room check. Clyde was young, just out of nursing school, and lived alone. At this point, I knew more about him than I did about myself. I like to think about Clyde and I, our lives laid out next to each other, on top of each other. That last thought made my stomach drop. But then I remembered that this strange jewelry lady just told me that she was my sister.
Is there anything I can help you with before I leave?
I'm sure there's something you can help me with.
I hate to say this, but you're barking up the wrong tree. I'll see you tomorrow.
So, like, do you have a report with, like, that guy's name on it anywhere? Not for anything weird, you know, I would love to talk to him again.
The Garfield.
Hmm?
The stuffed Garfield plushie. What do you know about it?
How did you even get that?
What do you know? Mom and Dad. Holy shit, I have a mom and a dad! No.
I'm not surprised they haven't called. You know, they never could be okay with it. You know how they didn't. I guess you don't know, actually.
Did I hurt somebody? Did I do something wrong?
No, honey, you never hurt someone. That's not who you are. It's never been who you are.
Why are people treating me that way? Nobody in this place will tell me the truth. And if I was just injured, why aren't my parents here? Why did my mom and dad run here to save me?
God, we really don't know. Well, honey, I don't remember the last time you saw Mom and Dad. I don't remember the last thing. I think you were at their house. You were about to leave. You left. You were about to leave for school.
I left town. They didn't abandon me. I ran away. What could have been so awful that I had to run away and start a new life? Everything was happening so fast, I started to feel sick.
Remember York at all?
What?
Do you remember biking around New York at all?
Obviously not.
What was your favorite thing to do? You used to love to ride around all the boroughs and when they had laying out on the street, and you like to ride as fast as you can and see how long it took you to get winded. And you know, it's good it worked out that way because you could never pass that fucking driver's test. Like don't even get me started on the parallel parking.
So I don't.
Oh my god, no. If I had all the cones you hit in driver's ed, I'd be out there running soccer drills right now.
So I wasn't driving that day.
Oh my god, honey, no. Like, did they make you think that you were driving? I'm so sorry, I should have been here sooner. I was just the baby and I was...
If I wasn't driving that car, then whose car was I in?
I'm sorry to interrupt, ma'am, but visitation hours are over. If you could come with me now.
I'm so sorry. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Just like that, it was back to the same old shit. Same four walls surrounding me. Just trying to puzzle together, put the pieces of the puzzle together of my life. I found out I have a sister. I have a mom and a dad. I ran away from home, but you know, I live in New York now. I love riding my bike, and apparently I'm not very good, well, working. I think they halted my visiting hours and upped my dosage. Zander's fucking Garfield. Those godforsaken glasses. Clyde started to take over most of my duties. You know, every time he came in, I tried to learn something new about him, to update my bank of new identities. And, you know, I found out he's from Seattle, moved here a long way from home. He has 2 dogs named Chip and Dale. But you know, I found out he's really good at cartooning. This one time, he left this awesome cartoon. He doodled a picture of Garfield. But it was awesome, and he left it on my dinner table before he headed out for the night.
Can I get you anything else before I head out?
No. Thank you, Clyde. I'll see you tomorrow?
Yeah, of course. I'll see you tomorrow.
I really like that Clyde guy.
Still eating those sissy candies?
Who the hell are you?
Has it been that long? Cut the shit. I bet you have everyone here. You always were such a good actor, even when you were young.
That means that you're my...
Yes. I was the one who took care of you for 17 years, up until you decided that we weren't giving you the prissy treatment that you deserved. You always thought you were better than us. You thought that you were nothing like us, but here we are. And you're just exactly like me.
But I don't even know who I am.
Yes, you do. You've always known. You've always been a liar and a sinner.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shut the hell up. You know who you are. You're a faggot. Always have been. Ever since you moved to New York and you found some other sinner to be with, you thought,
Some other sinner. There was somebody else. Somebody I cared about. Somebody that cared about me. We lived together. But I can't even remember their face. Or their name.
I was hoping you'd remember me. Because I really want to see that smile on your face slowly creep back. As you crawl back into your shell and
What
avert your
happened?
eyes. What? When you decided to leave?
No.
when you
No,
decided...
honestly, I don't give 2 shits about you, but you're next of kin. They had to have told you what happened. What happened?
Bold tonight, aren't we? The police officer said that you and your sinner were going down the highway at about 65 miles an hour. The car in front of you swirled out of control because it had lost a tire. You hit the car in front. You went flying out of the windshield and you smacked your head onto the cement. He was still in the car when the car behind you slammed into him at full speed.
What about the fucking Garfield?
This infested thing? It is quite ugly. Although, it never really looked quite right, did it? He gave this to you when you first decided to start sinning together. Not to mention that horrible chicken scrawl on the back. Ooh. What did he do? Did he carve this with a cotton swab? Did you hear that, Nick?
What?
I said, what did he do? Did he carve this with a cotton swab? Did you hear me, Nick?
Who the hell is Nick?
You dumbass.
Oh, my name is Jordan.
No. That was the sinner's name. I should know. I named you! Get out. Get the fuck out! Fine. You're obviously more fucked up than you're worth. You want to be a faggot. Always will be. So who gives a fuck if you can't remember your fucking name?
That's all. Now get out. Get the hell out. Don't come back. I sat there for a long time, silent, thinking about how much more I had to uncover about my past. I was scared, didn't know what could or would come next. There was a part of me excited on what the future could be. All I needed was something more complete than I am to guide me.
Hey, how you feeling? Big day today, release day.
A little nervous.
Don't be. You know, when you're out in that big, scary world, if you ever need someone, just call me. Maybe we can get a coffee or something.
I'd like that.
Great. Well, no rush. No rush. It is Monday.
Good. You know, there's two things I remember, two quotes from my time here. First one, I think it went, "You only have a lifetime. Seems so long, but it flies by." But the second one came from this fluffy orange fuck. Anyway, "I hate Mondays." But, you know, I think I'm ready to leave that one behind. That's it.
Well, I'm glad to be of any assistance. How do you feel about biking? Cars kind of freak me out.